Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to the Dairyman Story. I am Frank, as always, and we are with Baling. We are cracking along quite nice, actually. This is field number 2, and it's going in very well indeed. And yeah, can't complain so far, actually. So we'll get this one wrapped up. We're just on the main run of it all now, so it shouldn't take us too long to get going. And then we'll be on to the last field over there. And then before you know it, we'll be... We've already got the 3 fields cut down, so it's really not taking us too long to get going at it. But, yeah, this is just kind of make sure everything's working, get everything loosened up, and then tomorrow we're going to get a bulk of the first cut ground cut down as well there. So, the first of many without question. But it's just nice to kind of get things started, really. Weather's good. All you have to be down on the ground for about, well, not even a day, really, but... Yeah, it's worked out very well indeed. I just need to drop the bale on the back there. There we go. And I got a few little end bits to get here. But yeah, decided in the end to stick it onto the 77. Couldn't be bothered with having to take the mowers off the 6810 or the 6820, beg your pardon. So we kept those as it is. And then yeah, the 66 is going to be on the rake, and we've already had to take that off though because we need to get onto some of our spring barley ground to get a bit of fertilizer on there, which will be starting as soon as we get these 2 fields done. So that's something I couldn't really pull off any longer. But yeah, we'll get cracking with that. And there's another bale on there, just drop down, slow down a little bit for that. Perfect. Stuff. And we're away again. So I hope you're doing all very well, whatever you're getting up to there. We've had some great weather that allows us to get cracking on, and everything is really drying up very nicely indeed. It's surprisingly dry now, which is great. The forecast as well is looking very favourable, so we should be able to get everything knocked down in the coming coming days or so. I really should get a good first cut coming off, which would be great if that's the case. And yeah, be able to get moving along. Yield-wise is for early first cut, it's not the worst. It could be better, but it's definitely not the worst I've ever seen. And same can be said for that field over there. So we'll see how we get on with it. Go. And then at some point now, because these are all wrapped up, we'll get them just stacked up into the pit there, nicely out of the way, and then we'll be able to hopefully get those. We're going to try and fill one of those pit bays full with bales. The other one will leave empty. It's got machinery in it at the moment, but will be left empty, so we can hopefully put some maize crop into there at some point. And that's the idea there, at least. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, very happy with how we're getting on really at the moment. Can't complain at all. Slow down, we'll drop that bale off the back. Beautiful day to be out in that hot air balloon again. That local company's thriving at the moment. Here we go. Okay. One thing I do like about this class baler, it does let the round bales off the back very gently, so they typically don't want to roll away down the hill on you, which is always very nice. But yeah, the baler is now, we're now in a position now where we have settled in very nicely. The baler, I feel like I'm used to how the baler wants to operate, which is good. I kind of know how the personality it wants to pick up, almost, if you want to say, and I can really know how it's gonna react and how quickly I can feed material into it. And that is field number 2 done. All being said, so what we're going to do is just jump over the hedge there. We'll drop this round bale off here. We've got nearly a full bale by the sound of things. And then we'll just stop here, drop that one off as well. So down at the construction site there today, we have been putting some I say we, local contractors have been putting the hardcore down for the foundation of the shed, which is all about finished actually. So that's going to be great. Get that one done, which means they can start to actually get the concrete pour on in the next few days, which would be really, really good to get onto actually. It'll be a very significantly big stage to get to that one. I am hoping that we can begin to look into maybe getting the first foundations poured there in the next, by the end of the week really, which will allow us to get the A-frame up, which would be big, that'd be really big. And then from there it should really start to gather some speed, I would hope. So watch the space for that one, we'll see how we get on there. Hopefully get some more news for you on that in terms of that very shortly, but we'll, like I say, we'll have to see. Around here. Perfect. I just pulled back a bit to drop that bale off there, I think. Wonderful. Yeah, so we've got about 100 acres to do over the course of the next couple of days. We'll hopefully split that out across 2 days so it makes it a bit easier to get it all baled up in time. At least that's certainly my thinking, but the weather looks like we should be able to get that done as well, which is wonderful. As you can see, it's not taking us long to get it all baled up once we get into the field. We do just need to get the rake around it all first though, which does make it that little bit easier. Drop that other bale off there as well. Ooh. And around we go. Alright, perfect. So we're going to continue with this little field here. We'll get this all buttoned out nice and quickly. Only take us about another 10 minutes, I would imagine. And then we're going to go take a ride out in the 6630, get into some of the spring ground, see how that's all coming along, and we'll get some of our crops fed up, I think. Okay then. Just like that, we're done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales from in here, which is not perfect at all, but like I say, there wasn't much on here anyway, so yeah, we'll be happy with that. And then we can get all of these stacked up very soon, I would imagine. And then straight on with the slurry, get that some of the slurry out of that lagoon again. Keep that coming down. And we'll be golden. Really looking forward to getting that all done and dusted. So we'll just creep back into the yard. Swap tractors over. We need to go and get some fertilizer into the spinner, and then yeah, we can get that. We can go and get the spring barley fed up as well, because that just needs to be. Whilst it's drying, we can actually start to travel on the ground. I want to get that done so that we can. Well, we don't have to worry about that really. Not for a short while anyway. So we'll just park this up here for now. Mixer wagon is all ready to go as soon as we can get back out onto the, as soon as we get the fertilizer done, at least that's all ready. Okay, so 66. Kept the weights on the front of the spinner, on the front of the tractor, because I knew we would be coming out with the spinner sooner rather than later. So it didn't seem like I wanted to take those off yet. Perfect, and around we go. Just going to lower that back down. We'll just pull up the crane as well, because we'll probably end up just using the loader for today. But yeah, we need to get into here, so we'll just pick up the mighty powers once more, and we'll get this loaded up. So we're putting down here, this is a 2016-10 or 2010-16 mixture of nitrogen, phosphate and sulfur, which is really going to allow this just to kick on a little bit, give it a good feeding up for this time of year. Come back over here. Oh, didn't quite have that grab there. Should have put the bag lifter on here, but never mind. Alright, so we'll put one because there's a little bit of fertilizer left in the spinner, unfortunately. I should have taken that out. I don't know why it wasn't, but hey, we'll just lift that up a little bit more. Perfect. Alright then. Happy days. Get a little bit more in there. So there's some fields that were actually treated. We were able to get on and do just when they were first drilled, but some of it was just so wet and miserable that there wasn't a chance to. So we're gonna. There's a few fields up here around the farm we have to go to, and then after that we'll be. Ooh, I picked up 2 there, must have. So yeah, we're gonna, and then we'll head on down to the new yard where we can get cracking on with the 2 fields of spring barley down there as well, and then we should be good. All right, that's that done. Now we'll leave this. Okay, we're just gonna get a few more suitcase weights for the front here. A little bit light on the front end there, which is not ideal. So we're a bit better now. Not quite so front end happy, but we'll just take our time anyway. As soon as we start to get this spread as well, we'll lose a bit of the weight on the back end. Having that crane on the fertilizer spinner is great when you're all working out on your own, but it does kind of push the weight back ever so slightly. You can see, oh, get down there. So it does mean that kind of the bulk of the spinner weight is pushed a little bit further back, which obviously gives it a bit more leverage there. But that being said, we'll just take our time. We've got 2 fields that we're going to go into up here, and then we've got the new land that we drilled up about 3 weeks ago. It's already coming through anyway. It's looking great. And then we're off down to the chicken yard there, or the new yard it will be called sooner rather than later. Easy does it. It's going to take our time here until we get a little bit more weight out the back. Way, get down there. We need to get some more weight in the front here, I think. So what's been going on with you guys? I hope you're doing very well. Do let us know down below what you're working on, what you're driving. As always, big thank you to everyone who seems to be really enjoying my diary entries, really. Very much appreciated that you are enjoying it, and the feedback that we get is always great and very well received. So big thank you and shout out to you all there. Okay, let's get this set up and away. Tidy, off we go. Perfect stuff. You can see it's a good looking crop here, actually. Looking very nice, coming along very well indeed. Even if we are skipping over the top of it a little bit here, but we're traveling very well, which is great considering all the miserable weather we've had over the past 6-7 weeks. Right now, at least, we're traveling very well indeed. Certainly cannot complain about that. So hopefully that's going to continue. Plenty of moisture in the ground still, but not enough to cause us any problems here when we're trying to get all the field work done. Clean looking crop as well at the moment. There are not very many weeds in this particular field. There are a few that need a little bit of attention, I think. One of the set side fields is absolutely riddled. It's been sprayed off, but we're going to have to get that ploughed over, I think. Just waiting for the weeds to properly die, and then we will jump on into that one. But yeah, otherwise it's looking pretty darn good. Combine's going to be ready to roll and get stuck into this. And we go once more. Excellent stuff. So we're going to split the field down the middle here. Excellent. Do like this time of year when you are able to get back onto the crop. You can really see how it's looking. It's a great opportunity to cover every field as well. Really get to see what your land's looking like there, which is perfect really. It just gives us that time just to get everything done, see what the crop is looking like, see if there's any areas of concern or any areas within the field that you need to look into, such as wet spots or drains or anything like that. But it's probably one of the only times you actually do get to cover every area, of every field there, because we'll be doing the grassland as well, so that is really good indeed. Even getting a few little birds coming out here as well at the moment there, which there must be some life in the ground there for them. Alright then, so that's field number 1 done. We're just going to knock this off, and then we are heading away off to the next couple of fields that we need to take care of. So we're going to just continue with this ourselves, I reckon. And then we'll come back to you probably later on down the line when we're looking back onto the grass work. But yeah. Looking good, ground's looking good, very happy with it all, really can't complain at all. So onto this next door field, moving down the hill, and then we're going to be heading over to the new ground over in the distance. Oh, the army are out in force as well. That must look pretty scary from that hot balloon, no doubt. But that is for it. That is everything for me today from your humble host. I'm Frank, as always. I hope you are enjoying the latest episodes of The Dairyman's Diary. If you are and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button to join along to keep up to date with everything from not only myself, but the rest of the content Simulation for the Nation uploads. And we will see you all in the next one. So until then, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.